everybody and welcome back to my channel, and in this video I'm going to share with you some live trading where I was scalping the Swiss franc to the Japanese yen. Now, although this is only a very short trade and I probably could have traded some more, I was in a rush this day so I had to keep it quite short and sweet, but I thought I'd share it with you and just give you a little insight into what it's like scalping using the 1 minute time frame. And just a quick disclaimer, if you're new to my channel, I share my journey as I grow and develop as a Forex trader. If you like the sound of that, be sure to subscribe to the channel below, and let's jump onto the charts and check out this live trade. Okay, so I'm looking here at the Swiss franc to the yen with the intention of scalping, and the reason I've chosen this pairs for a couple of reasons really. Had a quick look at the currency strength meter this morning just to get a quick sense of direction from the market, and as you can see, the Swiss franc here is the strongest currency at the moment and the yen being the weakest, so logically pairing those two together may give a good trading opportunity. From that, I had a look at the charts for the Swiss franc to the yen, and if I go back to the daily chart here, you can see that from the analysis I did at the beginning of the week, we'd been in this flag consolidation, and I've had this horizontal line drawn here which would lie out some potential resistance level, and if it couldn't break it, may provide an area for a bounce back into this consolidation, which looks like it may be what's going on here, because we seem to be pushing against that line. And just dropping down now into the 4-hourly chart, and we can see that at the moment we are forming a strong green candle to the upside. And although we have been in this downtrend here, so we are going against this immediate larger time frame trend, it does look like it's making a push up, so it could give an opportunity for a quick scalp in the market. So going on to the hourly chart, I did just mark out this area of potential resistance here, which is just where we've seen some previous resistance on the hourly time frame. And what I'm interested in is if we can break above this level, it will show that we are creating this newer high here. It just adds some support to the fact that we may get a move to the long side. I'm just using this now to just mark some previous structure that could be acting as resistance levels. So we have gotten over this previous resistance level here. If we can hold this level, then that could add some support for it to move higher. So now I'm just waiting to see what it does around this level, and in the meantime, even though I'm not 100% sure I'm going to take the trade, I'm just going to proceed and set up as though I was, just in case it does turn in my favour. I want to be prepared. So to do that, I'm going to just calculate what stop I'm looking at using for this so that I can figure out my lot size for the position. And as you can see, the spread is a little larger than I would prefer for scalping on this pair, so I'm going to add an extra pip just to cater in for that. And I'm going to set my target here, and for now I'm just going to set a 1.5 target so we have a positive profit loss ratio. And this is the general process that I tend to follow, is just flicking between the different time frames. So on the 30-minute, it's got 7 minutes left to go, but it's forming a pin bar, which is a little bit more of a warning sign now, which might mean that we're going to get another drop down to retest the lows. But depending on whether we're going to look at this for short or long, for scalping this move based on the movements, the range that we have already seen in price action, I'll be looking to take a 7 pip stop. So I'm just going to calculate the lot size for Swiss franc to the yen now. .07. Deciding those moving averages now, price action is taking a different turn so we can clearly see what's going on. And I'm going to do the same again, but for a potential short. So if we get a rejection of this trend line, let's see what this looks like. using a 7 pip stop and a 1.5 target. Right, because the 30-minute candle closes in 3 minutes at the moment, that's looking very bearish. It's rejecting this market structure, so it's probably going to make another move to the downside to retest these lows, to either break them or gather momentum from this area to then move back up and break higher past this previous resistance level. So just moving around between price action in this way, I'm trying to help discern the best place to get in for a scalp. I'm just adding those two EMAs just as a reference point as well, just to help confirm what it is I'm thinking. So here we look to be making a bearish engulfing. If we break below 3, I'd be looking to get into this position. Okay, so I'm into this now at 2. Add my stop here at 9. Most importantly, add the stop just to protect the account. So my stop is at 09 and 95 would be 1%, but I'm looking to get a 1.5% win at 91.6. Let's add that in here. When it gets to 95, I'd be interested in probably bringing my stop down to break even, maybe trailing that just to try and protect the risk on this account. But as we can see, that 30 minutes looking very bearish there, so trusting that larger time frame. Let's see what price action does. This horizontal ray that's placed at 95 is also the daily resistance, so if we do struggle to break that, then I'll look to get out of that quite quickly to try to cut my loss there. And then my stop here is at 9. I've got a new mental stop of probably around 6. If it gets past there, I'll be looking to cut that just to try to manage my risk, because I'm aware that this might be a resistance point that we can't cross, this whole pound area. Although it's trying to break below it, let's just see what it does. Should be able to get down to 95, but that's the area I'll be looking to get out of this if you can't break below 95. See, the first 5 minute is about to close, so if this rallies up now to my entry, we find a pin bar on the 5 minute, which probably means it's going to go higher to make a M pattern before then possibly coming down, so I might be into this a little early. So again, let's just see what price action does. 20 seconds left and we're still looking quite strong here, or should I say weak, strong to the downside. The high of that 5 minute is 02, so if we get up to about 03 with slippage, should probably be 04. Could get out of this. I still do trust this move, this scalp position, so let's just see what it does. I seem to just be consolidating on the 1 minute. We're holding those moving averages, so that's why I'm still holding this trade. If we get above those, I'd be looking to get out of this, just watching price action. Close that one. I I'm just under 1% in profit because it's built a support above that resistance level and seems to be pushing higher. As you can see, we're getting this push up now. So this support level was a previous level of market structure on the larger time frame, so the chances are that it's probably going to respect that level and it might bounce higher. I don't want to be caught into that. I may as well take my little profit and walk away. So I didn't quite run to the target I was looking for, but I did manage to get a nice win on that move. And that's where slippage doesn't really help. It does take your profits when you scalp with slippage. So I may have got out a little bit preemptively, but as you can see, it's still holding this support level here at the 948, but with slippage, of course, that means that getting out takes you a bit higher than that figure, and that's why I got out, really, because it's holding what is the larger time frame support. I perhaps could have held it, but I think that when you're scalping, you need to just be very quick to manage risk, to cut losers short and to let winners run. And I may have been able to let this run a little bit more, but more importantly, I wanted to just take away my profits for the day. It does actually appear to be breaking that now, so hey guys, I'm still learning. But this just gives you an example of what it's like when you are scalping Forex using the 1 minute time frame and utilising price action. Oh, it has broken as well. I could have got a bit more. Oh, well.
Has it taken off?
It's this level here, it kind of bounced off it there, so that's why I got out, but now it's breaking it.
M's a face.
Yeah. I got out at 97. So I could have maybe stayed in to just get a couple of extra pips, which would have taken me to 1% gain, but it does seem to be trying to bounce back. So I hope that you've enjoyed this little insight into what it's like scalping Forex using the 1 minute time frame. As you can see, it's very fast and it is quite tricky, but it's certainly doable. If you have enjoyed this video or found some value from it, be sure to hit the like button below and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for the latest videos, and I'll catch you in the next video. Thanks guys, bye!